Hey, Warriors fans, we are back with another deep dive into everything happening with Golden State. And today we have a lot to talk about. The past few weeks have been eye-opening, to say the least, and it feels like the team is at a crossroads. Steph Curry continues to amaze every night on the court, performing an elite level that few athletes ever reach, especially at his age. As he approaches 38 in March, he is still putting up nearly 27 points a game with over 4 three-pointers on average, shooting close to 50% from the field, 40% from beyond the arc, and maintaining that remarkable 90% from the free throw line. It is the kind of performance that reminds us why he is considered one of the greatest of all time, but it also highlights a growing frustration with the organization. The issue is not with Steph. He is doing everything right. He is not only performing at a level that defies age, but also putting in the work behind the scenes to try and improve the team. He has repeatedly communicated to management potential trades and roster upgrades that could elevate the Warriors to championship contention again. He is advocating for additions that could bring in star power or complementary talent to help the team reach the next level. Yet, despite these efforts, the front office seems reluctant to act. The disconnect is becoming painfully clear. Steph is essentially pleading for the team to make moves that could secure immediate success, and the response from the decision-makers is hesitation or outright dismissal. Over the last several seasons, we have seen Steph actively attempt to guide the organization towards smarter moves. Whether suggesting trades for rising talents or veterans who could make a significant impact, he has consistently put the fan base first, trying to assemble a roster capable of winning now. It is not just about loyalty to his teammates. It is about recognizing the finite window of opportunity. Steph Curry's era is not infinite. While his individual brilliance continues to shine, he cannot carry a mid-tier roster to the ultimate prize indefinitely. The fans see the potential, they see the deals that could be made, and yet the front office has resisted, creating a tension that is hard to ignore. Watching the Warriors in their recent back-to-back games against Minnesota, it is evident the team has talented players capable of rising to the occasion on any given night. Steph continues to lead the charge with his scoring, playmaking, and leadership. Moses Moody had an outstanding performance, showing flashes of the kind of shooting and versatility that could be a major asset. Other players like Will Richardson, Draymond Green, and Al Horford are still capable of impactful games, but consistency remains an issue. This is the crux of the challenge. Talent exists on the roster, but without reinforcements and strategic trades, the team risks being just competent rather than championship caliber. The frustration grows when we consider the timeline. Steph Curry is nearing the end of his prime, and the opportunity to capitalize on his peak years is narrowing. Injuries have always played a role in Golden State's story, as they do in nearly every professional sport. But the window for building around Steph, maximizing his remaining elite seasons, and potentially adding another championship is closing fast. Decisions made now, or not made, will define the legacy of this team for years to come. There is no time for prolonged patience. Fans, players, and even outside observers see the possibilities, and yet the front office seems content with a measured, cautious approach that may not align with the urgency of the situation. Adding to the complexity are the larger movements around the league. Talks about potential trades involving high-profile players, the evolving landscape with stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo possibly seeking new opportunities, and other veterans who could change the dynamics of a roster are all circulating. The Warriors are in a position where calculated aggression could pay off massively. A well-timed trade could transform the team overnight, putting them in contention for another championship, while Steph is still performing at an unprecedented level for his age. It is not just about winning games. It is about seizing the moment and maximizing a generational talent's final chapters in the league. There is also the human element to consider. Steph Curry is not just the face of the franchise. He is the heart of it. He has been vocal about what needs to happen, advocating for the moves that could elevate the Warriors. The idea that these suggestions might be overlooked is frustrating not just for fans, but for anyone who understands basketball at strategic level. Loyalty and dedication are essential qualities, but they must be paired with action. Talent can only carry a team so far if the supporting pieces are not optimized. Steph has put in the work, put his voice forward, and shown time and time again that he is willing to do whatever it takes for the team to succeed. Looking at the roster and recent performances, the potential is undeniable. Young players like Jonathan Kuminga and others have shown glimpses of brilliance in limited minutes before injuries or rotations limited their impact. Players like Jordan Poole, before moving on, showed that there are dynamic contributors within the team who, when paired with strategic acquisitions, could create a formidable lineup. It comes down to decision-making at the highest level, the ability to identify opportunities and act decisively. Waiting too long or failing to execute could mean missing the chance to build something truly special. Steph's continued excellence, even as he approaches the late 30s, is a testament to his work ethic and natural talent. Watching him navigate defenses designed specifically to stop him, creating his own shots and facilitating for others, is remarkable. His ability to perform at a level comparable to the greatest players of this era, like LeBron James, is astonishing, and it underscores the urgency for the Warriors to support him properly. This is not a time for conservatism. It is a time for bold moves, for strategic trades, and for building around a superstar while he is still capable of leading the team to greatness. The current tension between what is possible and what is happening is palpable. Every game demonstrates that the roster has capable players, but the margin for error is shrinking. Decisions that were delayed in the past cannot continue to be postponed without risking the team's competitive edge. The Warriors are in a position where the right move could immediately enhance their chances, not just for a playoff appearance, but for a real championship run. Steph Curry is signaling the opportunities, fans are seeing them, and the pieces are available. It is up to the decision-makers to act before the window closes. The reality of this situation extends beyond stats and performances. It is about timing, strategy, and the recognition that a generational talent is in front of you, still performing at a level that is virtually unmatched. Ignoring or delaying action in this context is not just a missed opportunity. It is a potential setback that could affect the legacy of the team and the individual. Fans are frustrated because they see what is possible. They see the urgency, and they witness the dissonance between the on-court excellence and off-court indecision. The narrative is clear. Steph Curry is asking for reinforcements. The roster has potential, and the front office needs to respond decisively to create a championship-caliber team while they still can. Continuing with the Warriors, the bigger picture becomes even clearer when you watch how the team performs night after night. Steph Curry is still the engine, the centerpiece, and the undeniable leader, but basketball is a team sport, and the supporting cast has to match his intensity and vision. We've seen flashes of brilliance from the roster, whether it's Moses Moody hitting deep threes or Draymond Green orchestrating the floor with his defensive awareness and passing, but these flashes are inconsistent. There are nights when players contribute, but the overall cohesion isn't always there. The team shows potential, yet the gap between potential and sustained success is exactly what makes this season so critical. The Warriors cannot rely solely on individual excellence, no matter how extraordinary it is, without making decisive moves to fill in the gaps that prevent them from competing at the highest level consistently. One of the major frustrations has been watching how the front office handles these opportunities. Steph is advocating for strategic trades, advocating for ways to bolster the roster, and suggesting moves that could turn the Warriors into a legitimate title contender. And yet, hesitation seems to be the response. It is one thing to respect the process and long-term planning, but another to ignore the voice of a player whose career is now in its twilight, who is performing at an elite level and who understands better than anyone what it takes to win. The disconnect between the superstar and management is becoming increasingly visible. Fans watch, analysts watch, and the league is watching. And the same question keeps coming up. Why aren't the Warriors acting on these opportunities when the superstar in front of them is signaling exactly what is needed? Beyond Curry, there's a growing sense that the Warriors roster has pieces that can be molded into something formidable if paired with the right acquisitions. Jonathan Kuminga has the athleticism and skill to be a difference maker, and other young players can contribute immediately if given the proper development and guidance. Veterans like Al Horford can still bring stability and experience, while emerging talent like Jordan Poole, before his departure, had shown glimpses of a player who could impact games in big moments. The pieces are there, but it takes precise and timely decisions to assemble a unit capable of championship-level performance. In professional basketball, timing is everything. Acting too early or too late can change the trajectory of a season entirely. The Warriors' moment to act is now. While Curry is still performing at a level that most players can only dream of. In recent games, including the back-to-back against Minnesota, the team has shown that it can compete and even dominate when everything clicks. Steph's leadership is undeniable, and his ability to generate offense in virtually any situation remains unmatched. Yet, the reliance on him is both a strength and a limitation. He cannot carry a team indefinitely without reinforcement. The league is filled with talented teams that can exploit gaps in strategy, depth, and energy. If the Warriors fail to act on potential trades or roster improvements, they risk a season where individual brilliance is not enough to carry them through the playoffs. This is why management's responsiveness, or lack thereof, has become such a heated topic. Fans see the opportunity. Players see the opportunity. Curry sees the opportunity. And yet, hesitation persists. The idea of maximizing Curry's remaining prime is not just about winning games. It's about cementing a legacy. Steph Curry's career has redefined the game, from his revolutionary three-point shooting to his leadership and impact on the sport globally. But even a player of his caliber has limits dictated by age, fatigue, and the rigors of an NBA season. Every back-to-back game, every playoff push, every high-stakes matchup is an opportunity to make history or to fall short. Waiting too long to act could mean watching Curry's twilight years pass without seizing a chance to bring another championship to the Bay Area. Fans and analysts alike are frustrated because the solution is visible, yet the execution remains elusive. Meanwhile, across the league, the player movement landscape is changing rapidly. Rumors surrounding stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo, trade talks involving LeBron James, and the shuffle of emerging talent create an environment where bold action can pay off immediately. The Warriors are in a position where they could transform their roster through trades that bring in the kind of talent that complements Steph's brilliance while filling critical gaps. Every opportunity missed is not just a missed trade. It is a missed chance to build a team capable of competing at the very top while the window remains open. Curry's advocacy for specific deals is a reflection of his understanding of these dynamics and his desire to ensure the team is built to win now, not just later. Steph Curry's continued excellence, scoring 27 points per night at nearly 50% shooting from the floor, hitting over 4 three-pointers a game, and maintaining near-perfect free throw accuracy, is remarkable for any player, let alone someone approaching 38. It is a level of performance that demands a response from the front office. When a generational talent of this caliber is urging action, hesitation is not just frustrating. It is potentially catastrophic for the team's championship aspirations. Fans can see the pieces that could be acquired, the moves that make sense, and the strategies that would maximize the roster. Curry's insight is invaluable because he knows the flow of the game, the rhythm of the team, and what it takes to compete against the league's elite. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. In what could be the most shocking shakeup in recent NBA memory, whispers are circulating that the Golden State Warriors are preparing a move that would stun the league, a simultaneous pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James. Sources close to the organization hint that Golden State's front office is exploring ways to construct a roster capable of attracting both superstars, a strategy that would instantly elevate the Warriors into unprecedented championship contention. The Warriors, already known for their revolutionary approach to team building and analytics, appear undeterred by the astronomical financial and logistical challenges such a maneuver would entail. League insiders speculate that the plan could involve a combination of high-profile trades, luxury tax considerations, and creative contract negotiations, all aimed at creating a team where LeBron's leadership and Giannis's versatility complement the shooting prowess of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. While the idea might sound like a pipe dream to some, Golden State has never shied away from bold gambles. The organization's front office, long praised for its ability to reinvent championship-caliber lineups, reportedly sees this dual pursuit as a unique opportunity to redefine the modern NBA landscape. Conversations are said to be in the early stages, with league sources noting that both Giannis and LeBron have expressed admiration for the Warriors' culture and the potential of joining forces in the Bay Area. Fans and analysts alike are reacting with a mixture of excitement and skepticism. On one hand, the notion of Curry, Thompson, Green, LeBron, and Giannis sharing the court is enough to make any basketball purist heart race. On the other, the financial strain and logistical hurdles make it unclear if such a lineup could ever materialize without shaking the league's competitive balance. Rumors suggest that even preliminary discussions have caused whispers in locker rooms across the NBA, with teams speculating on how such a super team could impact trade dynamics and free agency for years to come. For now, the story remains firmly in the realm of speculation. But if the Warriors were to succeed in this audacious pursuit, the NBA would be poised for a seismic shift, one that could redefine super teams and rewrite the history of one of basketball's most storied franchises. Whether it happens or remains a tantalizing what if, the mere suggestion of Giannis and LeBron donning Golden State blue has ignited imaginations from coast to coast. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.